After a little bit of analysis and a few hundred different story attempts, PvP and dungeons, I was able to determine the best tank for early game to mid game. I'm still missing 2 tanks, yes, but I did check their main skills thoroughly before deciding. There's this key factor in choosing your early to mid game tank, and that is survivability. In your early to mid game adventures, you're most likely going to have quick battles. This means you need your tank to soak up burst DPS in a short time. This means skills that requires little mana is your best option. Tanks doesn't have the fastest attack speed in the game. They actually have the 3rd slowest attack speed in the game. This means they regenerate mana slower than most. That being said, in a regular fight, your tank won't really be able to use their ultimate skill that much. So the ultimate skill super tanks, especially in PvP, is for late game, when tanks I assume can last in fight longer. With all of this being said, the early to mid game best hero ward for tanks goes to Athena. Simply because she has a 30 mana skill that allows her to heal up basically to full HP as long as she is being attacked. Not bad for a skill that requires 30 mana. Don't get me wrong, there are multiple heroes with skills like her, but some require 40 mana and some aren't an SSR hero. That means they have lower stats going forward. Athena's ultimate skill is still very useful, as it kills with her defense and is basically a death immunity for a few seconds. So she's still viable in the late stages of the game. Feel free to experiment between different tanks that suits your playstyle along the game. Different hero combinations has its own perfect setup. You can have a DPS tank or a defensive tank in your team. At the end of the day, the best tank would be the tank that you enjoy playing the most. And now, moving to my newbie discovery. I recently found out that promoting your heroes to 7 stars or UR grade makes them able to max out their second job tree. So after maxing out my Crusader job class and choosing Defender, I was able to max out my Zealot tree as well. This gave my Athena a massive boost in her stats and a few more passive skills. Leveling, promoting, and leveling up your hero job classes increases your battle power hand in hand. Make sure to pay attention to this small boost to help you in your game. As you may know, Crusaders specialize in blocking and soaking up damage. Zealots specialize in both offense and defense as well as debuffing enemies. So it was a hard choice for me early game which path to go to. Luckily, turning your heroes to 7 stars enables you to max out the path you didn't choose. Also, I read somewhere that after 9 stars, you can pick out another 3rd job class for your hero. Which means after picking Defender for my tank, I can still go Dark Templar or Dragoon. This means a huge increase in stats and more passive skills for your hero again. It's all about RNG for us free-to-play players to get their shards to promote them again. For us, this is huge work. Well, that's what I recently found out in the game. Continue playing the game and let's learn together. Hopefully this was helpful to you. See you soon!